Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for August 21st, 2020. Fox News reports, evening newscasts 150 times more negative toward Trump than Biden, study says. The evening newscasts on ABC, CBS, and NBC have been 150 times more negative when covering President Trump compared to the presumptive 2020 Democrat presidential nominee Joe Biden, according to a new study. The Media Research Center analyzed all statements made by reporters, anchors, and nonpartisan sources, such as experts or voters, made on CBS's Evening News, the NBC Nightly News, and ABC's World News Tonight from June 1st through July 31st. The findings show that Biden had received 8 positive evaluative statements, with only 4 negative comments made about the former vice president in a 2-month period. But when it comes to Trump, the study showed that the coverage has been overwhelmingly negative. CBS's Evening News, NBC Nightly News, and ABC's World News Tonight made a whopping 634 negative evaluative statements about Trump over the same period, according to the study. The evening newscasts made 34 positive statements about the president over the same period. The MRC did not include evaluations and comments from partisan sources in the findings. MRC Research Director Rick Noyes, who conducted the study, feels that, quote, millions of viewers are witnessing the most biased presidential campaign coverage in modern media history. An article from townhall.com states, top Republicans demand Dems stop spreading baseless conspiracy theories about the U.S. Postal Service. Top Republicans penned a letter to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Oversight and Reform Committee Chairwoman Carolyn Maloney, demanding that they, quote, stop promoting irresponsible and baseless conspiracy theories about the U.S. Postal Service. The letter comes after the USPS leaders were doxxed and had protesters show up at their homes. Among the bogus theories Democrats have been spreading are that the USPS has been removing mailboxes, that the Postal Service lacks funding and will be insolvent before Election Day, and that they lack the infrastructure to handle delivering mail-in ballots to and from voters. As you know, none of these claims has any basis in fact, the Republicans wrote, adding that the Democrats are manufacturing, quote, a crisis to undermine President Trump at the expense of America's institutions. The USPS has had financial troubles long before the Trump administration, they also argued. And finally, a startling article from the New York Post reports, shocking images show packed Wuhan pool party in former coronavirus ground zero. Disturbing images have emerged showing swimmers in China's former coronavirus epicenter crammed together for a massive pool party. Hundreds of people can be seen packed shoulder to shoulder at a water park in the city of Wuhan, where the killer COVID-19 pandemic began. The photographs and video taken over the weekend at Wuhan Maya Beach Water Park suggest the carefree swimmers have forgotten about the infection risk posed by close contact, despite living in the first place to be ravaged by the virus. They can be seen standing cheek by jowl as they watch a performance while cooling down amid searing summer heat. Others used inflatable rings and dinghies, but with little space to float about. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for August 21st, 2020. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.